Hi, welcome to Design Strong. So on this channel, we thought that there is a lot of information that we have covered related to system design. It's time now to move towards, let's say, data structures and algorithms as well. And while keeping the same in mind, what we have decided is that starting today, we will try to solve lead code problems as well. Because that will be really helpful for the aspirants who are preparing for interviews. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So the first problem that we are trying to solve here is the two-sum problem, which states that given an array of integer called nums and an integer target, we have to return indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. Okay, so that means we need to find a pair in the array which add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. Okay, that means there cannot be more than one solution which have the same sum in the array. Okay, and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, so all the elements are unique. That's fine. You can return the answer in any order. Okay, so let's take the example now. So input is 2, 7, 11, 15, target is 9, then output is 0 and 1. Okay, so we need to return the index of the numbers which sums up to 9. Okay, that's fine. In case of 3 to 4, target is 6, so we return 1 and 2 because 2 and 4, okay, return 6. That's fine. Okay, we'll try to solve this problem. The first thing that comes to my mind, because they said that there is going to be exactly one solution, and they also said that all the elements are unique, that same element cannot appear, let's say, twice. What I'm thinking here is, of course, first solution can be brute force, wherein you take a number and search in the remaining array for a combination which returns the target, but that is not efficient. So because all the elements appears only once, and there is only one group which has the same target sum, so what we can really utilize here is one of the data structures which is like a hash map, or what do you call it, as dictionary in, I think, C# world. So let's try to solve this problem. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is create a hash map of, let's say, an integer comma integer. So I am using Java as my language for coding here, and what I have created is a new hash map. Okay, now I need to iterate over the array that I have in hand. So I start from 0, go until, let's say, whatever was the count of the array, and I continue to increment. Okay, this is the typical for loop. Okay, so I'm iterating over the entire array. What I will do is, for every number that I have, I'll create a complement. So complement here means whatever is the remaining amount which I will have after reducing the current number. So this is how I'm calculating, let's say, the complement, which is target minus the number, and then I will check if the map that I have created contains the complement, because let's say if the map contains its complement, that will mean I have the number pair already. Then in that case, what I will do is I will typically return the index of the previous and the current. Okay, so I will have int array to be returned, which will have, let's say, map.get of complement, and if it was not there, I will simply put this entry back into the numbers array. So what I will do is I'll store the index of the same. Okay, so this should work for most of the cases here. Let me see if there is anything else that we are missing here. Okay, so if it is there, exactly one solution is fine, but let's check for any corner scenarios. Validations. Okay, constraint, let's check. So constraint is 2 twice, num length 10 4, that should be fine. Target only one valid answer. Okay, while it is saying that it is going to have only one valid answer, but in case if our code somehow reaches here, what I want to do is, because of course we need to return something, right? So in this case we can throw some exception, something like an illegal argument exception saying no pair found, right? I think this should work. As per my understanding, this should work. Let's try to run the code to see if it is working fine. Pending. Okay, this is accepted. So the normal use case is accepted. Let's see how the test cases are looking. Okay, let's try to do the submit. So when we do submit, there will be a lot of test cases which will run. So this is how we can see if our solution that we have provided is efficient or not. And while these are running, okay, so this is accepted. Runtime is 1 ms, memory is 1 ms. Okay, first let's see what is the complexity. So in terms of time complexity, if nums is the integer array of size n, in worst case we will need to iterate over the entire array. So this becomes O of n. We are iterating just once over every element. So O of n is the time complexity here. For space, what we are doing is a map is created. Map can have at max n entries. Let's say if there is if all the numbers are unique. So we can have up to n entries. So O of n, yeah. So O of n is the solution here. I think this is fine. This has been accepted. Runtime is pretty good. Memory, of course, will depend on the kind of inputs which has been provided. So that's it, guys, from this video. I hope you like it. In case if you like the video, in case if you like the solution, we have tried to keep it very simple. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also like the video. Thanks for watching, and say it design strong.